yell at God? If you read the Psalms, you see David, instead of yelling at everyone else, David takes his complaint straight to the Almighty. In fact, Kierkegaard said something similar. I shouldn't start quoting Kierkegaard, it's going to get crazy. But he basically said, look, cynics argue with each other, but the saints argue with God. In other words, Psalm 62 says, pour your heart out before the Lord. You can see it in Psalm 13. David's going, how long? He sounds like a drama queen. He's going, how long will you forget me, oh God? How long, how long? And then he kind of gets it all out of his system. And by the end of the psalm, he goes, but I'm going to trust you. You love me. I'll trust you. Bring your complaint to him, because guess what? He already knows what it is. And so I took my complaint and I said, God, if you're so loving, then how come you would let such a bad thing happen to such a good person? You know what God said to me? Why do you call Good Friday Good Friday? What do you mean? Well, Good Friday. God, where'd you go? He said, we're getting interference, Lord. He said, Good Friday is not the day a bad thing happened to a good person. Good Friday is the day the worst things happen to the best person. And you call that good. Why? I said, oh, I'm too stupid to talk to you, God. Why do we call Good Friday Good Friday? Because Good Friday was the worst Friday. But the only reason we call Good Friday is because we know what happened on Sunday. But you know what the problem with Good Friday and Sunday is? Saturday. And some of you right now, just like our friend Ferris, who got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and I'll tell you this, we wrote her the next song we're going to play. We wrote it for her, and 3 months later, she got declared cancer-free. And then the cancer came back. And she had to get another round of chemo. And then she got back in remission. And then the cancer came back. And right now she's just had her 3rd round of chemo. And she's about to be pronounced cancer-free again. But I want to say this. We like this God. We like easy answers. And we like resolution. But the problem with that is God never promised to resolve your life. He promised to redeem your life. And there's a difference. It means that sometimes, and I don't know why he does this, except to say he did not spare his own son from this. But sometimes he's going to let you go through a worst Friday. And he's going to let you go through a Saturday. But can I tell you, my worst Friday is why I'm standing on this stage. Do you know why I started playing guitar? It's because when I was 17 years old, my best friend was driving us to school, and he flipped a car going 50 miles an hour, and I got thrown out Peter Pan style. I hit the ground, and I broke my back in 2 places. My skull was fractured, my ear was torn off, and I flatlined 5 times on the way to the hospital. The doctors said I would never make a full recovery. But the point is, for 2 months I had to lay on my back, waiting for my vertebrae to heal back together. And do you know what I did? For the first time in my whole life, I asked for a guitar. Because I needed something to do to pass the time. And wouldn't you know it, fast forward, and now I know a song can rise from the ashes of a broken life, because that is literally what happened to me. And I don't know how many years, I don't know how many months, I don't know how many decades that you might be in your Saturday. But my friends, I believe we have a living hope, and He is kept in heaven for us. And one day, we will see the Sunday morning rise, and it will have made all of this worth it. This song comes out of Isaiah 43. Fear not, I have redeemed you, I have called you by name, you are mine. When you walk through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. When you pass through the fires, it will not consume you. I am the Lord your God, I will be with you in them. As I walk this great unknown, questions come and questions go. Was there purpose for the pain? Did I cry these tears in vain? I don't want to live in fear. I want to trust that you are near. Trust your grace can be seen in both triumph and tragedy. Come on. I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you with me and you won't let go. Sometimes my faith feels thin, like this night will never end. Will you catch every tear, or will you just leave me here? But I have been in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you with me and you won't let go. Let's sing this out, Life is. I have been in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you with me and you won't let go. So, whatever happens, I will not be afraid. 'Cause you are closer than this breath that I take. Yes, you are. You calm the storm when I hear you call my name. You're calling our names, God. I still believe that one day I'll see your face. I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you're with me. Yes, you are, God. Come on. I have this hope.